A big problem on YouTube. What's happening to YouTubers' videos?
Many people who make videos for YouTube are worried. They feel like the way YouTube shows videos isn't working, or that something's a bit weird on YouTube. This isn't just a guess. Someone looked at information from over 500 different YouTube channels and found out what's really going on. It turns out this problem of videos getting fewer views is very real and happening to everyone. The person who studied this information showed it to be true with their own channel, which used to get 150,000 views, but now gets only around 60,000. They also shared a story about a video maker who had been on YouTube for 10 years with almost 1 million subscribers, but now gets lucky to get 20 views. Even the really big video makers are having trouble. A report showed that the top 100 YouTubers lost over half their views in just 1 week. This means the problem is big and touches everyone. But what caused all this? Some people thought it was because of YouTube's restricted mode, or bad computer-made videos, or ad blockers stopping views, or even just because of the time of year. But after looking at all the information, it was found that these things were not the main reasons. A few of them might have had a small effect, but two much bigger reasons were discovered that almost nobody was talking about. To figure this out, the person who studied it works with many video makers. They often get to see the secret information from these channels. When they started hearing about many channels getting fewer views, they looked at the information from over 500 channels. What they found honestly made me a bit scared for the future of YouTube. This shows that the information they found is very important and quite worrying. So this person took all the information from those channels and made a special graph. They said the graph had lots of lines and looked confusing, but it was one of the keys to figuring out where these view drops had been coming from. This graph showed how many people watched short videos, called shorts, across all those channels. To help understand the graph, it was explained that each colored line represents a different place where views came from. For example, the purple line shows how many people clicked on shorts they saw in the search results. And the pink purplish line shows how many people clicked on shorts they saw on their homepage. This explanation makes it easier to understand what the graph is trying to tell us. Looking at the lines on the graph, it was noticed that in 2024, both the pink and purple lines were pretty low. This meant not as many shorts were being shown on YouTube's main page or in search. But then in early 2025, those lines started to go up. They became particularly high in April and May, and are now roughly double what they were in 2024. This clearly showed that YouTube is showing shorts on viewers' homepages and in search much more than it used to. But how does showing more short videos make regular, longer videos get fewer views? To see this, we need to think about what a typical YouTube homepage looked like in 2024. Back then, when fewer shorts were being shown, you would often see 2 rows of long-form videos with 5 videos per row. That's a total of 10 long-form videos right at the top, and then a row of shorts below them. This reminds us of how much space longer videos used to get. Now, let's see what happened next. By the beginning of 2025, the homepage changed from showing 2 rows of 5 long-form videos to 2 rows of 3 long-form videos. And today, the typical YouTube homepage usually has 1 row of 2 to 3 long-form videos and then a very big row of shorts taking up the entire rest of the screen. This is true for people in many countries and on phones, where the first thing you'll see is a big block of shorts. This shows a huge change in how YouTube decides what to show people. This change means there's only so much room on a screen, so to show more shorts, YouTube had to show fewer longer videos. You might think this means people are watching fewer long videos overall, but that's not exactly true. The total number of people watching long videos across YouTube isn't really taking a hit. The problem is how those videos are shared. Before, video makers were fighting for 1 out of 10 available spots on the homepage. Now they're fighting for 1 out of 2 to 3 available spots. This means less videos make the cut, and views are not going to as many regular video makers as before. But wait, there's another big problem. You might think that these changes wouldn't bother the really big video makers, like Beast or other famous YouTubers, because their videos would always get one of those top spots, right? Well, that's not the case. It turns out even the biggest video makers are seeing fewer views. This shows that the problem is even bigger than it seems. The second big change found was that YouTube seems to like newer videos more. A friend who works with big video makers noticed that around September, views for their older shorts seemed to drop a lot. This was also seen in a graph of views coming from older shorts posted by the top 100 YouTubers, which showed a very steep decline for old shorts. This means YouTube is showing old short videos much less than it used to. So, the two biggest reasons for fewer views are first, less screen space is being given to long videos because of shorts, and second, older shorts are dying off and getting less views than newer ones. These are the two main problems that everyone needs to understand. And here's why this is worrying. Imagine a very talented video maker. They have 600,000 followers and get tens of millions of views, but they were still working a full-time job while living with their parents. This story shows a problem. 80 to 90% of the short-form creators I meet are starving artists. They don't make much money from ads, it's hard to get people to click on other things, and sponsors don't pay as much. It's simply harder to make a living making only short videos. We've seen this happen before. A platform called Vine didn't disappear because people stopped watching. They died because creators got sick of getting millions of views while still struggling to make ends meet. If creators can't make enough money, they'll stop making videos, and that's a big danger for any video platform. It's clear that the people who work at YouTube are trying to make it better, trying to figure out what viewers want to watch. But if YouTube cares more about quick numbers today than about video makers being able to make a living in the long run, the system starts to break. This means YouTube might be making choices that hurt itself in the future. Think about 5 or 10 years down the line. The next generation of amazing video makers, the ones who will bring new ideas and push YouTube forward, might not even exist if it's too hard to make videos now. If video makers can't make enough money, they'll stop making videos. And that hurts the diversity and new ideas that keeps YouTube fresh, and that's something viewers really like. So, what should we do now? For video makers who mostly care about getting more views, now might be a good time to make lots of shorts. But if you want to make longer videos, it's getting much harder to be seen. The tough truth is, you're just going to have to make your videos even better. And if you or anyone you know is struggling with fewer views, please share this information. Put it on Twitter and tag YouTube. The people in charge are good people, and if they notice enough creators struggling with this, they will probably quietly make changes or at the very least make sure this doesn't go too far. So let's all try to get this message out there. Finally, for any video maker who is having a hard time right now, keep going. It does seem like things have gotten a bit harder for some of us, but it's far from over, and there's still plenty of time to turn things around. The information shows that YouTube has made big changes. They are showing fewer long videos and making older short videos disappear quickly. This makes it hard for many video makers to make enough money. Like what happened to Vine, if video makers can't keep going, YouTube itself might lose its best creators and become less exciting. While individual video makers need to work harder, everyone needs to speak up and tell YouTube what's happening. The future of YouTube depends on listening to its creators and finding a way to make it fair for everyone again.